So I've been practicing my jazz chops a lot more lately because I found out there was a jazz jam a block from my house, and it's been a lot of fun playing with them. Believe me, I was like quite nervous. I'm pretty shy as a person, and I'm very aware of like my background, which is not jazz. And I highly recommend just going. It's a good time. If you can find a jazz jam in your area, I always highly recommend you go, say hello, prepare a song or two, and show up early. So I've been making a lot more jazz tones lately, obviously, and when I do that, I usually do it on my T-style guitars. I've had some interesting results because I have a guitar with the Area Ts in them, and the Area Ts, as far as I have experienced, can kind of do whatever. They can do jazz, they can do blues, they can do rock, they can do whatever you throw at them. As you might have experienced, when you have a guitar like that or pickups like that can kind of do whatever, they do a very good job. However, they don't necessarily do it so authentically. They're not like, the most jazz or the most blues or the most rock. However, they do sound really good. So I've relied on those pickups for years, and they've always done me well. I do also, however, have a Nash T style guitar that has a Charlie Christian in the neck. And that pickup is incredibly specific. Even though it has a treble bleed, so I can roll off the volume and get bluesy sounds from the Charlie Christian pickup, it's mostly a jazz pickup. That also makes it so the bridge does its thing and the neck does its thing. It's less of a can do whatever you throw at it and more of a specific guitar. And when I got this Suhr T-style guitar, I thought it was going to be more like the Area Ts. I thought it was going to be able to do whatever I threw at it and just I'll roll off the tone knob or whatever, or switch amps or switch EQs. But actually this pickup set is a lot more like that Nash pickup set. Or rather, the Lollar pickup set in the Nash. The bridge is a low peak pickup, so it's going to be a lot less bright, and then the neck was surprisingly smooth, surprisingly jazzy, to the point where I was like, I think this might actually be the jazziest guitar I have, and I have a Tele with a Charlie Christian in it. So I wanted to make a video for all the people that like to play jazz on telecasters or T-style guitars. You may be surprised by which one you like the most. Initially, I thought the Charlie Christian was going to jazz the hardest, but I kind of think this one does. However, the Charlie Christian does its own thing. However, the Area T does its own thing. So let's take a listen today to some jazz sounds with these pickups. So which of these pickups did it the most for you? Or do you happen to have a set that you're really excited about and you're like, no, 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 this is the best jazz, T style tone? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, thanks very much for watching.